Hello and welcome to Brave Souls Rewind, the show where I 200 older characters so you don't have to. Today I'll be going over Senbonzakura, Byakuya's Zanpakuto, and one of the first Zanpakutos to come out in this game. He's supposed to get a resurrection sometime this year, but let's find out whether or not he's good without one. Now as always, I started off with the normal attack damage build, and Senbonzakura's attack is actually not terrible. Not to mention he also has a normal attack damage link and bruiser, granted it's only at 15%. And it's because of this that the damage that he inflicts with his normal attack is not terrible. Obviously it could be better, especially with that 15 bruiser, but it takes care of the smaller enemies pretty quickly. The heavier enemies though are another story, and it's against them that you really see the downside to this guy's normal attack, and that's his speed, more specifically the speed of his last attack. It takes him a little longer than other characters, and you can definitely tell. Since it's that last attack that knocks those enemies down, and they get plenty of time to attack you in the time that it takes you to attack them. It's a lot of T's there. But yeah, it's that low damage against them, and the speed of his attack that I'm gonna say that this build is not viable. Next up is the strong attack damage build, and I actually really like this character's strong attacks. They have a decent range, are pretty quick to activate, and they look pretty cool. That said, they don't pack that much of a punch. He only has a 15% berserker, and his SP is not that high. They are for sure enough to take care of the smaller enemies, and because the range is good enough, they can take care of a lot of them in a single attack. But again, the problem lies when you're up against the big guys. It takes a lot more strong attacks to take care of them, and you will have to resort to your normal attack because the strong attacks take a while to come back. And as you recall, his normal attack's not great against them. So yeah, while you can eventually get the job done with this build, I would definitely not say it's viable. Next up is the strong attack recharge build, and I actually really enjoyed this build. It was quite fun. Like I said, I really liked his strong attack, so being able to spam them was nice. Unfortunately, they really didn't do that much damage, and sometimes even the smaller enemies wouldn't go down in one strong attack. Luckily, I was able to pick off the rest of their health with a normal attack, but it took a whole lot more strong attacks / normal attack combos to take care of the big guys. With that said, I did find that this build was better than the last two, especially since because you can spam your strong attacks, you can knock the heavy guys down, and then proceed to attack them with your normal attack or any other strong attack. It's not the best strategy, but it does work. Just be prepared to know that if you're gonna use this build, the runs are gonna take quite a bit of time. Bleep bloop. Finally, we have the hybrid build, which was actually the fastest of the four. I actually felt that this build was pretty balanced. There was never a time when I wasn't dealing damage, though granted it still could have been a little bit more, and my strong attacks were still coming back fast enough that I wasn't stuck using only my normal attack. I honestly feel that this is the best of the four builds, though even though it was faster, it's still gonna take you a while to clear some of the raids, and honestly I still wouldn't take it to anywhere other than single player against Soul Reapers. As far as gameplay goes, he really only needs an increase in attack speed. Other than that, a resurrection version of this guy is actually going to be pretty good. His stats will still be on the lower side compared to some other characters, but I'm sure they'll give him a higher bruiser and berserker, which should definitely make him viable. And I'll be sure to rewind him again when that happens.
僕の刃、どこまで受け切れるかな。これで終わりだ。
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe to the channel, and let me know what other characters you want to see in a rewind.